Yeah, looking at the Lakers, assalamu alaikum, walaikum salam. Why thank you, we the realest alive. Hi hater, bye hater.
Bye hater, bye Felicia. Not today, not tomorrow either. Look though, it's a lot of vacant houses, whole city like a toddler made the block just snag it too. Anti in the Congress, no Giants, the projects, no St. Lucia. Tryna kill bills off $1 meal, really will fit your whole attitude. The rap about the real since a little. Imagine if I had the boot. I was only 9 years old when I found my soul. Cuz had me in the booth, book a nose. First I ever wrote, shorty, the whole block posted. Everybody not the vocals, any social, I'm posted. I'm like,
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the Atlanta Braves. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And a lot riding on this one as these teams meet for Game 2, Chris.
Well, winning Game 1 on the road was huge, Boog, and they could put a stranglehold on this series with a win here in this one, and that's obviously the goal. You want to go back home up 2-0 with the chance to wrap up the series in your own ballpark for sure.
And if it goes the other way and the series gets to 1-1, it's a total reset as we change venues for the next 3 games. First pitch coming your way next. All right, first pitch coming up. And towing the slab here, Raisel Iglesias.
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe 2 at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
Trey Turner at the plate. That one finds the zone, and here we go with Game 2. And that is out of play. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Profar settles underneath it, puts it away for the out. And time now for the Phillies lineup. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Fly ball center field. Harris makes the catch. That's out number 2.
Batting third, first baseman Bryce Harper.
Here's Bryce Harper, the first overall pick back in 2010. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. And first offering is fouled off. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
2 out, space is empty. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. What a stop from his backside, and they get the out.
First, it looks like making the stop is the hardest part, but feeding to the pitcher on the move, I think even tougher. Great job of hitting that moving target. They're going to be fired up in the dugout.
And we're back. Getting the nod in this one, Ranger Suarez.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Ripped on a line. Makes the catch for the out. And there's one down. Here's Brian Snitker's lineup for the Braves. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Jurickson Profar stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. in the dirt. Profar, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Way outside, and that is ball 1. In the dirt, blocked. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He'll touch them all. It's 2-0.
Acuna is someone who is always just a swing away from doing something special. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
One out, base is empty. And now Marcell Ozuna. There's the strike. Suarez goes 6'1", 215 pounds, and he's a former National League Gold Glover. 2 runs across in the inning here in Game 2 of the NLCS. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, it probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can place it where he did, it's a really deceptive pitch.
Down, base is empty, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman Ozzie Albies. On the ground, Trey Turner gloves it. He's in there.
Tough play on a nice forehand stop. Had to be perfect right there with the exchange and throw to get the out, but looked like he had to dig into the glove a little bit more to get a good grip. Close play, but that little extra time on the transfer made all the difference.
2 outs, runner at first. Here's a big power threat. Matt Olson. Albies dives back in. Right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. And it's 2-zip. This is the National League Championship Series on the show. Second game of the NLCS. And here's the veteran outfielder, Mike Trout. This is a true five-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. That one's in there. Strike one.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
That's hard hit on the line. And that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Here's Byron Buxton. And that one fouled off. Hits for average power, the ability to field, the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive. Runner at first with no outs here. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Got him swinging.
Well, he really filled up the strike zone in that at bat until that final pitch. And as a hitter, you sense that they're coming after you, not dancing around the strike zone. They want to attack, and so you kind of get into swing mode, and you have to protect the plate. That's when you become really susceptible to something that makes you chase, and that's exactly what happened right there.
Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. Hit on the ground, might be two. To second, there's one. On to Olsen. That's two. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Braves 2 and the Phillies nothing. We head to the bottom of the second. Now in for the Braves, Austin Riley. Suarez back to work. That one ripped. Fair ball.
Batting eighth.
So a man at first. Now it's the shortstop, Nick Allen. Gotta love the intensity of postseason baseball. Players on both sides at such a high level of emotion. Everything is amplified.
Talk about that intensity, Boo. It comes out of everybody. Think about celebrations by players like Carlos Correa, Jose Bautista, Kirk Gibson. Just iconic moments.
Suarez, a former Gold Glove winner, he features a sinker, a curve, a four-seamer, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Ball, no.
In the dirt.
1-2.
And a pitch. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, you rarely ever see three curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen.
Over to reach 100 in the big leagues.
Yeah, making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves, he's 0 for 1. That smash towards center. Buxton brings it in, and that is that. One hit, one left. We played 2 full. It's the Braves 2 and the Phillies nothing. Back here in Atlanta, top half of the third inning. Here's the Phillies DH, Edmundo Sosa. Out towards left center. Profar has a beat on it. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And now for the Phillies, Johan Rojas. And there's a ball.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
That one misses, and the count is 2-0. On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. Into center and a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting ninth, catcher, Rafael
Here's the catcher to hit, Rafael Marchand.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Rojas leads off first with one away. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Over to Alves. And they bounce into 2 already. This one ends the third. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Braves 2 and the Phillies nothing. Back at Truist Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Jurickson Profar. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And there's one away.
Up next for the Braves.
Here's Acuna now. He's already homered in this game. That's through there for a strike. Check swing. He went. And it's 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
That one missed. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Marchand collects, fires to first, and there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball if you're the pitcher. Hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path, and they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate, so that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Ozuna in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. 0-1. Grounds one to short. The Braves 2 and the Phillies nothing. And set to lead off the fourth, Trey Turner. That one's upstairs, ball one.
Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done.
Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at-bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so this makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
This is Bryson Stott. Fly to center his first time. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Foul ball. Stays alive. And the 0-2. Smoked into left, base hit.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Here comes Bryce Harper. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right. Harper in his 14th season, 32 years old, and he's one of the few 2-time MVPs in the league. Pitch misses, 1-0. And there's a foul ball. The Phillies down by a pair during game 2 of the NLCS. The 1-1 is fouled off. Line drive, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Back-to-back base hits. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
First and second, 1 out. Here's Mike Trout. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And delivers outside. Stop. The lead runner at second. Harper over at first, so 1 away. And that misses. Now 2-0.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
The next pitch misses. 3 balls, no strikes.
3 balls, no strikes.
Byron Buxton in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Breaking ball through there for a strike. And that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, board. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Byron Buxton now at the plate. Golden opportunity right here. That's in there. 0-1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Base hit, 1 run is in, and it gets by him. A second scores as well. Here comes Trout flying around third. He will score, and they take the lead.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
One down, runner at third. And now here is Alec Bohm. Swing and a base hit. Here's Buxton to score. And they lead by 2.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Runner on at first with one gone. Now at the plate, Edmundo Sosa. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1. Next offering is foul back. 4 runs already in the frame. Top half of inning number 4. The 0-2. That one the other way. Fair ball. Bohm around second. Headed for third. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Now batting, left fielder, Johan Rojas.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Johan Rojas. Spear to the mound. Runner might be in trouble. Goes to second for 1. Over to first. Safe.
Now batting.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Rafael Marchand stands in for the Phillies. And first offering is fouled off. There's the strike. And that one in the air center field. Harris makes the catch. And that'll do it. So 5 runs in the inning as they bat around. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Phillies 5 and the Braves 2. Bottom of the 4th, and the batter now, Ozzie Albies.
Second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
And a base hit into right center field. And the postseason success continues for him. Here is Matt Olson. Grounded out his first time. And that is downstairs. And it's 1-0.
You know, these Braves, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Next pitch is outside. Swings through that.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it out as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Here comes Austin Riley. And a swing and a miss.
No balls, 1 strike.
No outs, runners at first and second. That's
Ball.
off the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. He was looking to come up with the shutdown inning and off to a shaky start. Went too far that time. It's 1-2.
1-2.
First and second, no outs. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. In the air on the infield.
That's
And the infield fly is
Batter's
called.
out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Nick Allen.
Now here is Nick Allen. Went down on strikes his first time through. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Yeah, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation.
Stop. Sends it to first. And that is out number 2.
Up next for the Braves, catcher, Sean.
Here's Sean Murphy. His first at bat was a strikeout. To the right side, and that chance handled. Tosses to first. That's the inning. 2 left for Atlanta, and the deficit remains 5-2.